Hi, can I speak to Lori, please?
This is Lori.
Hey, Lori, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How come, who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay, what can I do for you?
Well, you could start by letting me know why you're not calling my man Jesse back.
What?
You remember going on a date with a guy named Jesse?
Yeah?
Well, Jesse listens to our radio show, and we do a segment called the Second Date Update. Jesse wants to know why you're not calling him back.
Oh. That's weird.
It is kind of weird, and I know it's a weird phone call to get, but do you have a few minutes to talk to us about your date with Jesse?
I guess so.
Okay.
Sure.
I have a question for you. So Jesse told us a little bit about your date. He said that you were texting the whole time during your date. And then he told us at one point he called you out for it, and you seemed a little annoyed that he did that.
Yeah, he got really mad at me.
You said that.
Is that the reason why you don't want to see him again?
It's just one of those things where it just didn't work out. It just wasn't a good fit.
Okay.
Were you, disappointed when you saw him?
No.
Why were you texting the whole time on your date?
I was just texting my friend because it was about something he said that was so nuts that I couldn't even believe this was happening. I thought I was on a hidden camera show or something.
Wait, something Jesse said that was so crazy?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I mean, it was just bad, and whatever. It's not that I really don't want to talk about it, really.
Well, here's the thing. Jesse wants us to do this, so he probably should know for future dates if he's saying something so outrageous that you have to text your friend in the middle of it. It might be helpful to him to know what he said.
Yeah, okay. So he asked me, kind of what are you into, and I was like, oh, I'm, kind of into photography right now. Mm-hmm. Just stuff that I like to do, and
just normal first date talk.
Yeah. And then I was like, I asked him what he's into, and he said, I'm really into Hitler.
What?
No way. Oh, he had to be
Was he?
kidding.
Is he talking about a different Hitler or the most famous Hitler?
No, I thought it was like, oh, is there a band called Hitler? Which is weird, but what?
That's a little shocking.
Oh my God.
And then he said, no, seriously, I can't get enough of Hitler right now. He's amazing.
What?
He's amazing.
God.
Yeah, I'm half Jewish, too, so it's even worse.
Oh, my God.
It's just I can't even, I don't even understand. I mean, it's
Yeah.
and then he starts going off on all these facts about Hitler, like things that you wouldn't even know.
Did you tell him?
Fun facts about Hitler. It was so weird, and I was like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
So that's why I was texting, because I was texting my friend. I was like, what do I do? What do I say? What am I doing? And then he gets mad that I was texting.
Yeah, that's kind of scary, Lori, when you're out with a guy who's like, I love Hitler, and then you're on your phone, he's like, put the phone down now. What did you say to him?
I just couldn't. I was like, it's not like it's a teaching moment, right? It's not like I need to reach across the table and go, hey, man, probably shouldn't talk about your love of Hitler on the first date.
Oh my
That is a good point. Hey,
I'm telling you this now. I still can't believe it.
Speaking of teaching moments and letting him know that he shouldn't be talking about his love of Hitler on a first date, Lori, he's actually on the other line listening right now.
What?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No.
I'm shocked too, because I had no idea that this was even something that was an issue in the date or something that came up.
I mean, it was an issue. It's an issue. It's an issue. It's like a universal issue.
Yeah.
No,
It's like a hateful, horrible thing, and you're into it. And what?
No, the man himself was crazy. It was the person. He was an artist. He drew stuff. Look, morality aside, okay. That's crazy stuff. He was an amazing person, you know.
No. Morality's kind of the point.
I know this sounds bad, but I was just bringing up other facts about him. I mean, he's very interesting to me. The things that the person he was before things happened. You know,
Before
things happened?
I'm just saying that I've been reading a lot. We were talking about things we've been doing. I've been watching a lot of documentaries, and I just can't get enough of watching and learning, and it's fascinating. It's so fascinating that person, that human.
It is fascinating. I'll say that. Like, I watch documentaries. It's fascinating. It's a very, very bad mark in human history, but it is fascinating. Is that what you were trying to say, Jesse, rather than you're a fan of Hitler?
Yes, I was not saying I do not support his issues. I do not support what he did.
You said, I'm really into Hitler right now.
Right. Like, you know, like I'm really into baseball right now. I'm really into, I don't know, rocket science. I don't know. Like, it was something I'm studying. It's just something I like to learn about things. It's what I'm learning about right now. I'm just learning a lot about Hitler. I keep learning more and more things, and it's crazy how much is about this guy.
Oh, my God.
That's what you want to learn. You're a fan. You're a fan.
No,
People are fans of, like, One Direction. You're that kind of fan.
Hey, don't you dare talk about One Direction, okay? We don't want to remember the things that they've done for society.
Terrible.
Look, I'm not saying I'm a fan, okay? We were talking about what we're into right now. It's what I'm reading about. This is totally getting taken out of context. I mean,
So why don't you say it like that, Jesse? Why don't you say, I've been watching a lot of documentaries about Hitler and I find them very interesting.
Even so, who even says that? Like,
Exactly.
Don't even bring it up. I'm even trying to make up excuses for you now, and I even can't.
You were texting the whole day, and then you wouldn't say anything. If you had told me that you were upset, that I was.
You seemed like a crazy, evil person.
Yeah.
All right, think about it. All right, what's worse, texting on a date or talking about Hitler? Right?
What?
I rest my case.
I guess they're both
I don't
bad.
even know what to do with that, really.
They're both really bad things to do on a date.
I would argue that the texting is the lesser of the two evils.
Well, it's not like he did anything Hitler did. He just said he likes to watch documentaries about him.
Not as bad of a guy as everybody thinks he is.
He's the worst guy ever! Lori. Oh, my gosh.
At this moment, I would like to ask if you'll go on a second date with Jesse. We will pay for it.
Not even. No. Like, no. What?
Sorry, Jesse. No second date for you.
My God.
That's fine. It's okay. If she's going to get upset about little stupid things in conversation when she asks me a question.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, you got a bunch of history to catch up on anyway. You don't need to be going on dates right now. Right?
Exactly. Whatever. I've got plenty of other people I can hang out. I've got a group that we meet up and we talk about all kinds of stuff. So
I bet you do. Cut up bed sheets.
it's not like that, dude. Seriously.
We're about to call the coolest girl in the world.
Whoa.
Kyle wants to call an old high school friend named Beth, who was one of the original hipsters. She's been away in Germany for the last few years, but she recently came back to the States and asked him to hang out. Unfortunately, Kyle made the mistake of bringing his brother along, and he's worried that he may have misread the situation and missed out on the possibility of a romantic connection. In fact, he's so worried about it that he hasn't even tried to call her yet, and we're going to do it for him right now in your second date update. Kyle, are you ready?
I am so nervous. Yes, please, let's go.
I can see it because, either it's a date and you screwed it up, or she's going to tell us, like, no, I was never interested in him. How did he get that idea? Basically, it's a lose-lose, I think, for you right now.
I think that's at the core of the nervousness.
Yeah. But do you want a second date?
Oh, so badly.
You do? Okay.
More than anything.
Okay, cool.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Beth, please?
This is Beth.
Hey, Beth, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
I'm sorry, I haven't been in the country in a long time, so I haven't listened to the radio.
Yeah, that's cool. You're probably more of a podcast person anyway, right?
Yeah, I enjoy podcasts. Did I win something? Do you need something from me?
You didn't win anything, but yes, I do need something from you. You know a guy named Kyle, right?
I know a lot of Kyles.
Okay, well, a guy named Kyle that you recently reconnected with. You went to high school with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you, what? Why are you calling me?
Okay, so Kyle listens to our show, and we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then they end up blowing you off after, you email us to see if we can get them on the phone and find out what went wrong. Kyle
told you?
emailed us.
He told you we went on a date?
Well, he said he didn't think it was a date until you showed up, and then he was like, oh, wow, we're actually on a date. But unfortunately, his brother was there.
Yeah, that is what happened.
Wait, so you did think it was a date?
Well, I'd like to call it more of a get-together.
No, that's too, like, what was your intention in seeing him?
I don't really know if I want to tell you guys what my intention was to see him.
Oh, come on.
That's fair.
You have to.
I have to?
You should.
No, you don't.
Well, you don't have to. We would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Kyle would appreciate it. He's the one that asked us to call you.
He hasn't tried to reach out to me at all.
He hasn't reached out to you because he's embarrassed. He thinks that you wanted to meet up with him for a date, and he got it wrong. And so he asked us to see if it was a date.
Well, okay, but he could just ask me that.
This feels a little high school, doesn't it?
What do you think?
Dude, but you're the cool girl. The way he describes it is like you're the cool girl, and he doesn't ever feel like he's ever been cool enough to hang out with you.
Well, that's dumb. I mean, I'm a nice person. I don't...
No, he didn't say you weren't nice.
Yeah.
He just said that you're really cool.
Well, that's very nice of him to say, but I mean, like, he should just tell me, if he wants to go on a date with me, he should just tell me he wants to go on a date.
That's true.
Was he on a date with you? That's the first thing we need to know.
I thought he was cute in high school, and I was disappointed that his brother was there.
You were disappointed.
Oh, you were.
I was excited to, get connected and hang out again, and
Oh,
And?
okay.
what else is there to tell? I don't know what else you guys need to know.
Well, what was it
I mean,
like?
I guess the question is, can he score another date with you?
Yeah, I think that might be inappropriate at this point.
Why? I thought you just said you liked him and he was cute.
Yeah.
I do, and he is, but I feel like over time, maybe people's personalities change, and he was a little more passive aggressive than I would like, a little more, a little less upfront. He was dropping a lot of hints, but he never really asked his brother to leave.
Why is that inappropriate, though?
Well, his brother kind of asked me out.
What?
Whoa.
Wait, like on a date?
Yeah, like on a date. He said the word date.
Wow. Okay, I don't think he knows that at all. When did his brother ask you out?
Well, Kyle was in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Savage.
Wait, so you said yes? I'm guessing if it's inappropriate.
I did say yes. He, his brother was being very assertive, and at that point, I didn't think Kyle was gonna do anything about it. And
Oh my God.
and yeah, I mean, why not?
Oh
He
my
asked me out.
Yeah, why not?
He painted the picture like his brother didn't understand that his brother was the third wheel.
Yeah.
But it turns out he was the third wheel.
Sometimes that's just how life works.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
we're going out tonight.
Tonight?
Poor
Tonight?
Kyle. Kyle is always the third wheel, even right now, because he's on the other line.
Oh.
Hi, Beth. It's Kyle.
What?
Hey, you doing anything tonight?
Oh my,
God.
that was very passive aggressive. She's right.
Of course.
This is what I was saying. Like, Kyle, I understand you were giving your brother hints, but, your brother was being very assertive and you were kind of dropping hints.
You know what? None
But
of
there
this
wasn't-
matters. My brother asked you out on a date while we were there. He is a total jerk. He did it behind my back. He never told me that he did that. I am learning this news right now on the radio.
Whoa.
I mean, did you tell him that you were interested in me?
Yeah, I told him afterwards. I said, "Why were you hanging out the whole time on my date? What were you doing?"
And what did he say to you?
He just said, "Hey, it's good times, old friends, right?"
Dude,
I did not realize my brother was so maniacal.
that is low.
Sorry.
Kind of sounds like you're sour grapes. Like, you're sad you didn't make the first move, and now I'm going to go out with your brother, and I'm hoping you enjoy it. Have a good night.
I'm crushed. I am crushed like a sour grape.
Oh, no.
Kyle, are you upset that she's not into you, or are you more upset that your brother is actually going out with her?
Oh, don't make me choose. Those are awful. That is awful and
Yeah,
awful.
they're both bad.
Beth, you have chosen the wrong brother. Up until he was 7, he peed his bed all of the time.
That's a low
Well,
blow.
he sure seems like a man now.
Oh.
Ooh.
He's not a man. He is a snake. I'm not letting him out on the date tonight. I'm not letting him go.
No.
How are you going to stop your little brother?
Go.
He's my little brother. I'm the big brother. I'm in charge. He's not going on this date. There is no way. I'm going to go home right now, and I'm going to shred his pants. His only option will be a pantsless date with you. So that's what I will do.
Real mature,
Dude,
Well, you know, at least it'll be more upfront if there's no pants.
Yeah, you could actually be helping your brother out even more if you think about it, shredding his pants. Hey, Beth, would you like to go out with Kyle again on a second date? I mean, he could just come along, with your date with his brother. We'll pay for it.
Yeah, he is more than welcome to join with me and his brother tonight.
No.
Dude, but seriously though, Beth.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Beth, I'm going to win you over.
Whoa.
Let me come on the date.
Dude,
This sounds like fun.
Dueling
can you
brothers?
imagine being at a date and having two brothers fight over you?
Yeah, who's assertive now, right? Put me on my date with my brother.
Let's do it, please. Please, Beth, let us do it, please.
I'm up for it. Why not? You know, it'll feel like high school again.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, my
So
God.
is that a legit yes? Can he come along on the date and try to win you over his brother?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Oh, my God, yes. Yeah.
You better hope, Beth, that there's no other brothers in this family and it's limited to just these two because you got your hands full.
Hey, they're both cute, so maybe the third one will be too.
Nice.
Beth, you are not going to regret this because I've really gotten a lot cooler since high school, and I think I'm going to impress you a whole bunch.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Good way to start, Kyle.
Oh, my
okay.
God.
All right, cooler than me. Take care, and good luck beating out your brother for Beth's heart.
Thanks so much, guys. And Beth, I will see you tonight.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Pretty much everybody texting in at 78592 agrees on one thing. They say that we have to get an update from today's second date update. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And if you didn't hear the second date update, Kyle wanted to call Beth. She was the cool girl in high school. She actually moved away out of the country for a while and came back and then asked him out on Facebook. And he thought it was just like two friends catching up. And then he got there and she was dressed up and he's like, oh man, maybe this is a date. But he accidentally brought his brother along because he thought they were just getting together for drinks just to be friends. Yeah. And then we found out that the reason she wasn't calling back was because she did intend on it being a date, but she also met his brother and thought his brother was better. And his brother actually asked her out because his brother wouldn't leave the date the whole time. Oh. And then he said, okay, well, how about I come back out with you and my brother and then we fight it out for your affection? And she agreed to it. So all three of them are going to go out now.
I hope she just ends up with one of them just so that they can always spend family holidays together.
I know.
Because it
It'll be a
sounds
lot of
like
fun.
it's going to be really drama, but in a fun way if you're kind of the third party getting to watch.
Everything will be a competition between them. Like Thanksgiving dinner just to see who can eat more. Like, I ate way more than my brother. You should have married me. I told you.
And I'm guessing it's been that way since they were little. Like everything's been a competition between these two.
So hopefully we can get an update from them and see which brother won her affection.
Yes.
So awesome.
Recap today's second date update. Oh, like this. He's a reckless drunk who just wanted some antioxidants to cure his hangover. She's a free spirit who was just out to get some fresh cut flowers and some artisan bread. That was until the day they met at the farmer's market and their lives were flipped upside down. Ryan Reynolds stars as Paul from today's second date update. And Kate Beckinsale stars as the girl he's about to call in this new smash hit, Free Range Love. Coming to theaters this summer, Love comes GMO free.
Oh, man.
Hey, Paul, does that pretty much recap your date there?
Nailed it right in the head.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That is a healthy dose of love.
Yes, it is. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Paul is on the phone. We're about to call a girl named Lisa on his behalf. They met at a farmer's market, ended up going from the farmer's market to get some coffee, had a really good time, but she hasn't really agreed to go out with him on a second date. Mm-hmm. She did say she would think about going out with him, so there was never like a solid, yes, we're going out. So we're about to get her on the phone and find out why she doesn't want to go out with him. Anything else you want to add before we call her, Paul?
She's just a different type of woman that I've dealt with before, so I just want to see how it goes.
All right, cool. Well, dial the phone number right now, get her on the phone, and get your second date update. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Lisa, please?
Speaking.
Hi, Lisa. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Fine. Do I know you?
I don't think we've ever met before, no. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry. Who else is on the line?
Oh, that's the entire show. So it's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm Jubal. That's Brooke. That's Jose. How are you this morning?
Confused. That's how I'm doing.
I'm calling you because we recently got an email from one of our listeners asking if we could get a hold of you.
Okay.
It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Paul emailed us and asked us if we could find out if you didn't like him for a certain reason.
Okay.
So, can we steal a few minutes of your time to talk about your date with Paul?
I don't really want to do this, to be honest.
Okay. He just really liked you, and he's just wondering if he did something wrong or why you're not into him. Because he told us that
he definitely didn't do anything wrong. That's all I'll say. He didn't do anything wrong.
Any advice that maybe you could give us for him as he goes forward, like dating in the future? Things that he should maybe watch out for?
No, I mean, it's not like that.
Was he trying too hard? I thought maybe he was like trying to be interested in what you were interested in, and it came off as fake.
No, I mean, I didn't feel like that. It's just like I know that if I say what kind of went on with me, it's just going to be judged, and I don't really want to be judged. So
I promise you we will not judge you. We do these things all the time. I promise you, nobody will judge you. Unless it's something really, 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 really weird.
Like if you killed a person? Because
Yeah, I might judge you if you murder. If you were a murderer, I might judge you. So did you like him at all? At least?
I really did. There was definitely a really immediate attraction, and I felt a really strong connection.
Okay, so why are you giving him the cold shoulder?
Well, when we were at coffee, I got a premonition.
Whoa.
Premonition, like a vision of something?
Yeah, premonition's the best word I can think of to describe it. A really strong feeling.
Okay.
Was it brought on by something he said or something that he did?
No, it just occurred, and I needed to take some time to figure out what it was about. It wasn't so much a premonition about him. Just there was something strong there that I needed to sort out. So I went to a spiritual guide that I see.
This premonition or feeling that you had when you were out with him, it was powerful enough that you wanted to talk to your spiritual person about it?
Yeah, very much so.
Does that mean like you liked him a lot?
I mean, I liked him a lot, definitely. And then I got this feeling, like I said at coffee, and it was strong, and so I had to go investigate it.
Okay, so what did your spiritual advisor say? Do you mind telling us that?
Yeah, but you just gotta be like, I understand that what I believe is not what everyone believes, and I get that. But just like, please be respectful.
For sure.
That's all I'll ask.
Okay.
So my spiritual advisor connected that the reason why we had such a strong connection is because we were actually related in a past life. In the 1500s was my father.
What? In the 1500s, he was your father?
Yeah. I mean, that's why it was like, I felt like I knew him. I felt like I knew things about him. And it felt like more of a recognition than a meeting.
Okay. That's interesting.
What was
So you felt that connected to, I mean, obviously, if he used to be your dad,
Yeah,
you
I
would
felt
feel...
like I knew him already.
I don't know much about what you believe in and that kind of stuff, so you can help enlighten me right now. So you felt like you were out having coffee with your dad?
Yes, I understand he's in a different physical body now, as am I. But if you believe in reincarnation and you believe that when we die, we are reincarnated in another body, that nothing is created or destroyed, right?
Okay.
Things come back in different forms.
So you're
that. So it was not like that's literally my dad, but that was my dad's spirit.
Okay, and you don't want to date your dad. I'm assuming.
But it's your dad from the 1500s. I mean, that's pretty far removed. I don't know.
Once your dad, always your dad.
But your dad...
What I believe is what I believe, and I understand that that's not what everyone cares.
So how did you feel when you found out he was your dad from the 1500s?
I mean, I felt like it made sense why I felt like I knew him so well already. I mean, obviously it was kind of a bummer because I did like him.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it would add something to it. I'd be like, sweet, I get to kind of sleep with my parents, sort of.
Gross.
But I'm a little different too,
A lot.
Lisa.
God, I won't judge you either.
You know, I'm getting a premonition right now, actually.
Are you?
Yeah. The premonition is that he's on the other line listening to this conversation.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Paul, are you there?
Yeah.
Say hi to your daughter.
I don't know. I'm kind of like, huh? What just happened?
Hi. I mean, I don't really know what to say. I think that's, you understand why I didn't call you back.
I mean, are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, is this? I'm just wondering. Is this just you don't want to talk to me anymore? You want to like? I mean, I feel like this might be like you saying friend zone, but in an overcomplicated way. Is that it? Or I mean,
I'm not trying to get out of it. I do like you, so I'm not trying to like evade relationship. I'm definitely not comfortable dating for obvious reasons. Someone who used to be my dad.
What? I mean, this is a joke, right?
Why else do you think we felt such a strong connection at first?
I don't know, because you're pretty and I'm cute.
Lisa, is there any chance that your spiritual guide could be wrong and that maybe you had a connection because he's actually your past husband from the 1500s?
No, I mean, she's never steered me wrong in the past. I trust her completely. So, no.
But I'm not your dad. I mean, even if you believe
You're not
that,
my dad now.
Yeah. But I'm not your dad. Well, I mean, all right, so this is hard. This is like a hard math problem that I have to wrap my head around. All right, so I'm not your dad now, so what's the problem?
I think what he's saying, Lisa, is would you like to go out on a second date with Paul? We will pay for a second date. He was your dad a long time ago. I don't think it should really matter now.
Hundreds of years.
Unfortunately, it matters to me a lot. So,
wow.
If you would like to have a relationship, and a friendship where we can connect with our past, that would be awesome. But no, for dating.
Wow.
I still don't understand. Like, why we had a connection. I mean,
we did. But it was because you were my dad.
I don't understand how that could stop this from what we had. I mean, is there any loophole?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, maybe you could ground her and force her to go out with you. I mean, you are the father figure here.
So gross.
Yeah, Brooke.
Well, sorry, Paul. No second date. And Lisa, I appreciate your time and I appreciate you being open and honest with us.
Yes.
I know it had to be hard because you thought we were going to judge you and make fun of you.
I did.
All right.
Yeah, so I appreciate it.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too.
Wow, that was really hard not to judge her. Everybody knows that every successful first date should start with a prank. You know?
No.
What?
When you pick her up and you get to the restaurant, if there's some stairs, oops, tripped you.
What? No, God.
Oh my God.
And then before you sit down at the table, of course, you got to pull the chair out from underneath her before she sits down.
Well, what hijinks?
Sure, you might break a couple bones, but at least she knows you've got a funny bone that is fully intact.
Uh-huh.
And that's what Travis did, I guess, on his first date. He tried to play a prank, and maybe it didn't work out well for him because he's not getting a call back. What's up, Travis? How are you?
Hey, guys.
Oh, my God. And you still think it's funny. Listen to you laugh.
I mean, hearing you introduce it that way, I was like, yeah, it is a good way to start a date.
So you agree with me?
No.
Send her to the hospital. Awesome. I mean, if she doesn't laugh at it, then she's not the one for you,
It's her
right?
fault.
Now, the prank that you described in your email wasn't quite as good as the pranks that I described, but
No, it wasn't like a full contact prank.
yeah,
Okay, that's good.
that's maybe where you went wrong.
Maybe.
All right, so tell us about your prank before we get into the rest of the date.
So I picked her up, and I drove her to a Taco Bell drive-thru.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Like, you
and I was
made her
like-
think that that's where you guys were going to dinner?
Yes. I was like, oh, so we're here, pick whatever you want.
That's pretty funny. What's her name?
Heather.
And did she laugh?
It was a little chuckle, but I don't think she thought it was as funny as I did.
I think you still think it's hilarious.
I can see that she didn't get it at first.
Yeah.
Well, wait, how did you guys meet?
Oh, on dating app.
Oh, yeah, so she probably didn't think it was a joke.
Yeah, she
I mean,
probably
that's
thought
the
it
thing. The bar is set so low. She's like, another one?
Is that like a realistic thing that would happen?
I feel like from the stories we hear of people who use Tinder and stuff, yeah, it definitely could be a real thing.
Yeah, that she was pretty freaked out. So
Yeah.
All right.
I guess it makes sense.
So you did actually take her on a real date, though?
Yes.
All right. What'd you guys do?
Oh, we just went out for drinks and had a nice dinner. It was Italian stuff, and I don't know. It was really great. She's gorgeous, honestly. Like from her picture, I was super excited. So I got reservations at a nice place, and we had a good time. And I paid for everything. And actually, I like to tip big whenever I'm on a date. And
What, to show off? To show that you, like, have enough money? Or just because...
yeah.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
can you break $100
Yeah,
bill?
and
Yeah.
you, like,
Just to let her know.
hold it over towards her so that she can see how much you're writing down?
Again, I sort of made it out to be like a joke, but I actually, wanted to show her.
Where you made it out like a joke, so did you actually joke with her about the tip? Like,
Yeah, it's like, gotta take care of my people. They take care of me, just,
How much did you tip?
it was generous.
Well,
I think it was around like 60%.
whoa. So more
So
than
I guess
half
you
of the
came
bill.
through with the joke. Dang.
Well, I mean, I started off going the other way, so I had to kind of
Right.
I'll make up for
let her know.
That's probably only good if your waiter's a dude, though, because if it's she might think you're hitting on her, being like, I'm going to give her such a big tip. She's always going to remember me.
Yeah, there's a gray area.
Okay, well, was your waiter a dude?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
good.
All
So
right.
wait, were you the guy on the date? I mean, it sounds like you're kind of a jokester, right?
I like to think. I like to have fun.
Is it natural or is it pretty put on? Because maybe she got tired of it. I mean, maybe that's a reason why she wasn't calling you back.
Maybe. There's no, turning. There's no off switch.
There's no off switch with you. All right. Always on. Okay.
You could have been, yeah.
How did the date end?
I mean, it wasn't the, entire outcome that I expected. I was kind of hoping, for a kiss or something, or invite me in, or I didn't get any of that.
Is there plans? I mean, did you make plans to see each other again?
I mean, I tried. I even called her as soon as she shut the door, but I couldn't really get.
You called her as soon as she shut the door. Were you attempting to be funny with that?
I just, afterthought kind of thing. Kind of played it off that way, but I didn't really get a chance.
So wait,
to talk to her about it.
She didn't answer?
No.
Ooh.
Has she answered anything?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe she's playing a prank on you.
Yeah, prank. I don't
Yeah.
ever want to see you again.
I mean, if that's what she's doing, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is.
I kind of
Except
doubt
if she
it.
never calls you back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be good, but I mean, if she's really kind of that way, I respect it. I like her even more.
All right. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and get your second date update. All right?
Okay.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
We've got a listener named Travis on the phone for a second date update right now, and he described his date as beautiful. That's the girl he wants to call today. Her name's Heather, but I was more interested in how Travis described himself. He said he's a dude without an off switch. He's just always on. And he even played a practical joke on his date when he picked her up. He took her by Taco Bell through the drive-thru and then was like, "This is dinner." And then he was like, "No, it's not." And then they went to a regular dinner, and he said they had a good time. He didn't get a kiss at the end of the night, and she hasn't answered any of his calls. But really, Travis, why are you so on all the time? Like, why don't you just ease off the gas a little bit once in a while?
I mean, that's just who I am, and women really respond to it.
Yeah,
really?
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, or they don't call you back. But yeah, I mean, that means I'm guessing that you've pulled this Taco Bell prank before with other women?
I mean, sometimes it's Wendy's.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You can never telegraph your jokes like that. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, does that mean you're doing it every time you take someone out on a date?
It depends. If it's like a dating app date, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The other ones that you meet in person, you got a different prank for them.
Depends on the situation, but yeah, usually.
Sometimes
Okay.
he's not driving, so he can't do it. I think it's what it really sounds like.
I'm just a master of surprise. It's who I am.
All right. Well, let's surprise Heather right now and call her and see if we can get you a second date, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Heather?
This is her.
Hey, Heather, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm well. Who are you again?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. And what are you calling about?
Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email wanting to get a hold of you.
Can you hold on for a second? I'm on the toilet.
Sure.
That is maybe the most honest response we've ever gotten to that information.
Okay, then.
Sorry for the bad timing.
Done yet?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, I'm good. So what's going on?
Well, I just want to make sure everything's cool over there.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. One of our listeners sent us an email because you went on a date with them and now you won't call them back. So they thought maybe we could help figure out why.
Oh.
It's called the second date update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they can email us to get you on the phone and see if we can figure out what happened. You know, since you won't talk to them.
Is his name Travis?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is Travis.
Yeah.
Travis just doesn't quit, does he?
Kind of a kooky guy who's always on. That's how he described himself, at least.
I mean, I didn't see it as that, but maybe he would describe himself that way.
How would you see him then?
Oh my goodness. He was just sort of obnoxious and pretentious and a little bit like controlling. I don't know. He's pretty terrible.
Pretentious and controlling. I didn't get that from him.
Well, you weren't the one on the date with him like I was.
Yeah, not yet.
True.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't know. He sounded nice to me. We talked to him about your date, and he thought you guys had fun.
Oh my gosh. Is he like delusional?
I mean, apparently he is, because honestly, when we asked him, like, well, why wouldn't she be calling you back? He was totally clueless.
Well, did he tell you about his precious car, his Tesla that he just got?
Oh, no. He's a Tesla guy.
He didn't tell you about it? Like, that's all he talked about the whole night.
Really? Cool. So is he just obsessed with his Tesla?
Yes, he wouldn't stop talking about it, showing me all the features and how cool it is. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, you got a new car. You know, you're excited about it. I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt at first because, you know, if I get a new car, I'd probably be happy about it too.
Yeah, and those are cool cars. Not a lot of people get to go in them.
Right. So it was nice to get to ride in one, I guess.
Yeah.
But then we get to the restaurant, and he's still just concerned about his car. Like, I was picking out things I wanted to order because he was asking me, well, what are you going to get? What do you think about getting? And at first I wanted the margarita pizza. Mm-hmm. And he was like, no, you'll get stuff all over your hands and it could get in my car. Why don't you get something where you can use a fork?
Don't get finger food. You may ruin the Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get food from the restaurant into your car. It's not like we're eating in your car, but...
That would make me want to order the margarita pizza then. Yeah. I'd be like, oh, really?
Right?
Well, I'm going to order it.
Yeah, I almost did. Because then every suggestion I made after that, he kept, like, vetoing it. He didn't want me to get the lobster linguine because he was like, oh, that's really greasy.
Oh.
Is where you're going to grease up the seats in his Tesla because you get some sort of greasy food?
Well, not just that, but he thought that the smell of the lobster would somehow get into the leather seats of his car, and that his car would smell like lobster.
Does he think you're going to take a bath in lobster instead of just eating?
I don't know, I guess.
Oh my God, and why is this guy even dating? It sounds like he's in love with his car, and no one will ever match it.
Right? He didn't even want garlic bread. Like, he sent the garlic bread back because it was too buttery.
Oh, man. So basically, this dude should not be doing anything because it could possibly maybe ruin his Tesla.
Yeah, it was really weird and really controlling too. I'm like, you can't just tell me what I can eat and what I can't eat. Like, I was really put off, and I was like, I just want the date to be over at this point.
Would the date have gotten better if he let you order whatever you want and then called you an Uber so you didn't stink up his seats?
Oh, that would have been terrible too.
Look at you finding a solution to make everybody happy, Jubal.
All right, date's done. I'll meet you somewhere else. Just you got to get in an Uber. Can't drive my car anymore because you ordered the lobster.
All right, garlic breath.
It was literally the worst date ever.
Oh,
wow.
Ever? Wow.
Ever.
How is that possible?
Who's that?
Well, Heather, that's Travis. He's actually on the other line listening and apparently couldn't wait to talk to you.
Oh, my God. He heard the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard everything.
Oh, I guess now you know why I haven't called you back.
Yeah.
Heather, I'll have you know that the Tesla, it's the most technologically advanced car that's even being made. Like,
oh my God!
People wait for years to get their Tesla. Like they pre-order them.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, I get that, but like, why do you have to control what I eat because you're that concerned?
I mean, it's not just that I was controlling what you eat. I was controlling what I eat too. And like any of the food
that doesn't make it better.
Greasy things, chocolate, no coffee, nothing that can make some kind of stain does not get to go in my Tesla.
Oh my God, Travis! So you don't bring the food into the car, but you could eat it in a restaurant.
You got to really wash up good, you know?
Travis, are you listening to what she's saying? I mean, at first you went from like the guy who can't stop bragging about his car, and then you went to the guy who's like weirdly controlling about his vehicle.
Honestly, you sound like someone that doesn't own a $120,000 car.
You're very right.
When you have a Toyota Corolla, you're not complaining about people eating it. But, you know, when you have a beautiful Tesla like I do, it's a different story.
I mean, you're crazy. You made me wash my hands twice to make sure that I was clean enough to enter your car.
I mean, listen, I picked you up. I paid for everything. I tipped pretty generously, and I think, you know, using a couple wet naps before and after dinner, like, that's not a big ask.
So wait, you're saying that she owes you the hand washing because you paid for everything?
Did I mention my car cost $120,000?
What? No, I don't think you said that, Travis.
That's like a beach cottage.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess that would be like a beach cottage somewhere, or a mansion in Detroit. I don't know. That's a lot of money, though. I agree, but
it's a lot of money. Yeah.
But I don't think you're gonna have a lot of people that want to ride in your car if they can't do anything.
I mean, it's simple. You just, you know, you clean up. You don't make sure nothing smells. Make sure you didn't eat anything that smells.
Travis,
you wash your hands. I mean, it's a very expensive car.
Yeah, we got that, dude. Not only are you not going to want to have people ride it, you're not going to have anyone that wants to date you because that's all you talk about is how much money you paid for a damn car.
It's not a matter of money. It's a matter of respect.
Oh.
And if you respected me or this beautiful machine, you wouldn't bring your filthy hands in there. That's all.
Filthy hands? Travis, you made me eat a salad. Like with a fork, light dressing. There's no way I was getting anything filthy into your car. You're just being super paranoid and crazy.
Well, vinaigrette is pretty tough to get out. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Well,
Don't drop it. There's not one apology from Travis.
Heather, would you like to go out with Travis again on a second date?
No.
No?
Absolutely
Okay,
not.
Are you sure? Because we'll pay for it.
I'm positive. No, please. Don't waste your money.
Sorry, Travis. No second date.
Yeah.
Listen, Heather, this is your loss. I liked you. I had them call you. I called the radio and had them get in touch with you because I really wanted to hear from you again. You know what? You blew it because you could have had a chance to ride my car anytime you want.
Whoa.
The ship has sailed on that.
You know what? I think I'm going to be just fine. Not having to ride your Tesla again. I think that's all cleared up. And thank you guys for actually having me on the radio so that he knows now why I'm not going to call him back and he could stop trying.
Okay, well, stay strong. Don't have any regrets.
Hey, maybe I'll see you at the bus stop, loser.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 says, I wonder if that guy farts in his car or he stops and gets out every time he has to fart. And that is a good question.
Very good.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. This dude Travis wanted to call a girl named Heather. They went out on a date and he didn't get a kiss at the end of the night or anything. He was wondering why she wasn't calling back. Well, we got her on the phone and found out she wasn't calling back because when they went to eat, he wouldn't let her order. Well, he told her not to order anything really on the menu other than like a salad because he didn't want her getting her hands greasy or smelling like lobster or anything else that could potentially ruin the new Tesla that he got.
I mean,
Even smell.
is it possible to transfer the smell of lobster linguine into a car if you don't actually have the food in the car?
I don't think so, but
Pretty quick.
he wasn't taking that risk.
I guess so.
Anyway, she said she didn't want to go out with him again because he's ridiculous about his car. I've always said dating is a lot like volleyball.
You have?
Yeah.
I've never heard that at all.
You know, you got a bump,
What?
set, and then spike. Right?
I don't get it.
Yeah. And if anybody knows about dating in volleyball, it's Joanna, who's on the phone for a second date update right now. Right, Joanna?
Yeah, I am here.
Yep.
Hi, guys.
I'm hoping it's
Joanna-
because you actually play volleyball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She knows a thing or two about
Okay.
bump setting and spiking. Am I right?
You are right.
Your email said you met the dude you want to call today playing volleyball.
I did, yes. We're on a rec league together.
He's your teammate, huh?
No. Actually, he's on the opposite team.
Oh, an
okay.
enemy.
Yeah. Does he French braid his hair too and put ribbons in it and then do lots of chants in the middle of the court?
No, he doesn't.
What's his name?
Brandon.
Brandon. Okay. And were you trying to sleep with Brandon in order to get the plays from the other team?
The playbook.
No, I was not.
Because that's what I would be doing. All right.
You play in some serious rec leagues,
I do,
Jubal.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, that is competitive.
I've had to do a lot of bad things,
Yeah.
but our record was pretty good. So,
Okay. Worth it.
how'd you end up scoring a date with Brandon if he's not on the same team as you?
Well, let me preface this by saying there's no ref in our rec league.
Okay.
So there was a questionable call,
Uh-huh.
and it happened to be near me. So I said it was out.
Uh-huh.
And immediately the opposing team went after me. Everyone was yelling, and it got pretty heated.
Dude, and seriously, rec leagues get so intense.
Oh, they do.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's almost as if they think that they're in the Olympics.
Yeah, well, the teams were pretty chippy all night.
Okay, so you guys were heated.
Yes, definitely heated.
Well, that
Okay.
would make somebody get hot and bothered.
What?
Am I right? A little anger?
No, not exactly how it happened. But Brandon was he was in on it too. He was also yelling at me.
Oh my gosh, he was yelling at you?
Yeah, I mean, the whole team was mad at me because I said the ball was out and they thought the ball was in. But it was
Okay.
clearly out. I was right there.
So wait, how did that lead to a date?
Well, somebody on the opposing team, because it got so heated, somebody called me a derogatory word.
Oh, wow.
Not appropriate.
So Brandon actually turned on his teammate and started arguing with him because the word was definitely over the line.
Yeah. So he was your knight in shining armor.
Well, it felt like that because the fight got so out of hand, Brandon punched the dude.
Wow, he punched his
my
own
God!
teammate. I like how he's yelling at you, and then one of his friends pipes up and crosses the line. He's like, wait a second. And so he actually punched his own teammate.
Yes.
Wow.
Dude.
And I felt like he was kind of standing up for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the whole thing escalated, it sounds like, really quickly. Like, were you freaked out or were you like, oh, dreamboat?
The whole, arguing between the teams didn't really bother me. But once Brandon punched the guy, I was like, basically, I've got to get out of here.
It just got real.
Yeah, it got pretty crazy. And basically, at that point, I just had to leave.
Okay, so how did you end up going out with Brandon, though?
So I see Brandon in the parking lot, and he confesses to me that he got kicked out of the league because he did that, because he punched the guy.
For you.
Oh.
He got kicked
Dude,
out
this is-
of a co-ed rec league volleyball for you.
These things are so crazy. I mean, he probably ruined friendships, too.
Yeah, and if you know anything about these kind of leagues, it's devastating if you're kicked off the team.
I know. That shows how destined you two are to be together. That's amazing. And a beautiful story.
That's what I would say.
Okay. So what, in his tears in the parking lot, he asked you out?
No, actually, I gave him my number, and I said, we should get some coffee sometime. And he said, yeah, sure.
Okay, and did you actually get coffee?
Yes, we did. We had coffee, and...
Did anybody get punched in the face on this occasion?
No punching.
Okay.
But he was still, a little bit down, from being kicked out. So
What did he say about the punching incident?
he just felt bad about it, and he kind of regretted it because he didn't want to be kicked off the team. But the guy definitely shouldn't have said the word to me, so he kind of felt good about, taking matters into his own hands and literally and standing up for me.
Okay, so how did coffee go then?
I think that it went really well. I mean, I was cracking jokes and stuff, and Brandon's a really nice guy. He's really great, and I definitely was very attracted to him.
Okay.
And I didn't get the feeling that he punches people on a regular basis, which is good.
Another positive
Yeah,
about
wow.
Brandon.
Yeah.
So how did everything end then?
Well, I said, we should do this again. And he said, yeah. So I was texting him, and he basically hasn't texted me back, and it's been a week now.
Like nothing?
Nothing, no response at all. And I've texted him, several times.
And why do you think he's not calling you back if you thought everything went so great?
I couldn't think of anything except for he might think that I'm high maintenance.
Why?
Really?
What did you do?
Well, I sent my coffee back 2 times because it wasn't right. But, but I like my coffee, and it wasn't right, so I sent it back.
It does sound kind of high maintenance.
What wasn't right?
I mean, I guess it depends why you're sending it back. Were you sending it back because it wasn't exactly 184 degrees?
No, I was sending it back because it wasn't made properly, and that's just, if I order a coffee a certain way, then it should be made a certain way.
Yeah, not getting a high maintenance vibe from you at all on that.
If you like coffee, you know how you want things, you know what it should taste like, what it should look like. And so if it's not like that, you send it back.
Okay. Well, maybe that did it. We'll find out. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Joanna, I never asked you this. Did you guys kiss at the end of your first date?
No, we didn't, but there was definitely a lot of chemistry.
Okay, did you try to beat anybody up?
What?
Because it also seems like something you guys like.
Well, if you're asking me if we walk the streets and just beat random people up, no.
Okay, yeah, I just figured it's something you might be into. If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Joanna is on the phone, and she wants us to call a guy named Brandon. They met at a co-ed volleyball league when there was an argument that broke out between her team and his team. His team was mad at her because she was saying that a ball was out when they thought it was in. And then one of Brandon's teammates, the dude we're about to call, got upset and called her a name. And then Brandon punched that guy in the face and stood up for her honor. And then they went and got coffee. She thought everything went great, but now she's not getting a call back.
I think this one is such a hard one to judge because a coffee date, you can't tell a whole lot if someone's really into you because you guys are sober and it's during the day. Like a kiss at the end of it would be insane to me.
I totally agree. I think it would have been a bit inappropriate just to have coffee and then make out or something in a car.
Oh,
right.
Weird. I don't know what kind of coffee dates you guys go on, but
Yeah. Apparently yours are a lot better.
yeah, mine are pretty exciting.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to give him a call right now and see if we can find out why he's not getting back to you, okay?
Great. Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Brandon?
Yep, it is.
Hey, Brandon, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going today, Brandon?
It's fine. Can I? What's this about?
Well, I'm calling you today because we got an email about you from somebody who listens to our show.
Okay. Why?
Well,
Good question.
because we hear you're pretty good with a left cross.
What's going on here? I don't know what you're talking about.
Or was it an uppercut, not a left cross? I don't know. I don't know what
Those
kind of punch you
details are
threw,
not
but
important.
I do know that you threw a pretty good punch.
I'm just really confused right now. Can you just tell me why you're calling me in the first place?
Oh, sure. Why didn't you ask before? I'm calling because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and they like you a lot, but you don't call them back, they email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. So you recently went to get coffee with a girl named Joanna.
Oh.
And that's why I asked about the punching, because she told us the story of how she met you and you punched one of your teammates on the volleyball team because he called her a name, and then you went to go get coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The punching thing makes sense. So what? She emailed you about that?
Yeah, because she says that she thought you guys had a lot of chemistry when you were having coffee, but now you won't plan another date with her.
Oh my God, that's too heavy size, Brandon.
So can you tell us why you don't want to go out with her again?
Well, I don't know. I feel I'm better off single, and that's pretty much it.
Did she come off as like too, what was her words? She thought maybe she looked high maintenance when she sent her coffee back a couple times?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to hurt her feelings. You know, I wish her the best and all that, but she was just pretty forward
on the date, and then that's putting it nicely.
She was forward, as in like the things that she said to you, or
She was blunt.
or she walked forward, and you like people who walk backward.
I highly doubt it's that one.
That's a thing, I think.
No,
It's not a thing.
no, she was just really intense with the things she was saying. Like in the first 5 minutes, she kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
What'd she say?
Really?
Would she get into politics or religion or something?
No, it wasn't stuff like that. It was just like stuff about me. Like she just kept saying weird things to me.
Can you give us an example?
Yeah, well, just stuff about how I looked. You know, she just was like commenting on my clothes. She didn't like my hair. She just was like, "Oh, I can tell why you're single." Yeah, I can tell you're single.
What?
You know, maybe if you got a nicer haircut.
What? She was insulting your haircut?
Jeez, man.
Oh, my haircut, my pants, my shoes, like like always like that. Like, oh, I can tell you're single. You need a good woman. You need a good woman to tell you how to look good.
Oh,
You need a lady to teach you how to dress.
That's so weird.
I don't know. It just really rubbed me the wrong way. And it was like, you're a slob, but, you know, you're a cute slob. I find you're cute, but you're a slob.
It's just strange because when we talked to her, all she talked about was how attracted she was to you.
That's not how I remember it. Like, maybe she just sees me as some kind of, I don't know, a project.
Oh, like a Barbie doll. Like she can dress you up, do your hair any way she wants.
Well, like a Ken doll, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, that would make me mad.
yeah, she was critiquing me the whole time on everything.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. I wonder if she's got any more critiques though, because she is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Hi, Brandon.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, that's Joanne right.
Oh my God.
Dude, Joanna, you're coming in hot. Don't you want to apologize?
No, I don't want to apologize. Everything I said was true. I mean, his shoes, were ridiculous. They didn't go with his outfit, and they were really dirty. Like, he needed to throw them in the washer or just clean them. But I was still very attracted to him. He just needed, like, a little touch-up or help or something, you know?
What were you attracted to? You didn't say one single nice thing about me.
That is a valid question.
Well, I think that your facial structure has promise.
Oh, nice.
What does that... What?
I thought you were really cute, just like a little lost boy that needed maybe a little help. And then you'd be super hot.
Wow. Yeah, thanks. That's really sweet of you.
You're welcome.
Oh my God, he's being sarcastic.
Yeah.
You're being awful. Why would you, don't go out with somebody if you want to change everything about them.
I'm not going after him. I mean, what I say is true. I mean, I don't want to beat around the bush. I'm honest.
No, it's true to you. There's a difference, right? So you think he needs those things. He obviously doesn't.
No, honestly, if you guys were there, you would see that he is cute, but maybe on the verge of something better. Like, he clearly hasn't had a woman in his life for a long time.
And if he just had a woman in his life, he could be better.
Brandon, are you hearing this?
Yeah, no, I did hear it, and I heard it for like 45 minutes at a coffee shop, and and I really appreciate you guys calling me to make me relive this thing.
No problem. Our pleasure.
I don't see what the problem is. I think that you guys should be thanking me for this because people are not honest anymore. Everyone's like passive aggressive, and personally, I think that he should thank me for, being honest and forthright with him.
Dude, he wasn't even asking you for help. There's a difference between honesty and just being a plain asshole.
Yeah.
I am not an asshole. You know what? I think the assholes in life are the people who don't say anything, the passive-aggressive people who stay in the corner and won't tell anyone the truth.
Listen, I could have told you the same thing, right? I could have been like, because I know why you're single. It's very clear to me why you're single. It's very clear to everyone else, but I don't go out and say it, okay?
And why do you think I'm single? Because you're not brave enough to say it.
Ooh.
Well, I think it was a rhetorical question, right?
You're scared. You're a coward. Just say it. Why am I single?
Uh-oh.
You'd like me to tell you, well, you know what? I'm not going to give you that satisfaction. How about that?
Oh, please. You're just another one of those sheeple. I mean, really.
You'd make a great dominatrix. I think that's
He does bring up
Well,
a very good point.
If that's what you're
Yeah, I
looking for,
mean,
Brandon, would you like to go on a second date with Joanna? We will pay for it, and she can punish you.
Oh my God, no.
Brandon, listen, you can't handle an intense, forward, confident woman. And you know what? I understand why you were single, because you don't have the to listen to someone who's telling you the truth. You know what? You should stay single, and you don't deserve someone like me.
Whoa! Yeah, I don't think he deserves someone like you. I think that that's absolutely true. He's a good person.
Shut up, bitch.
All right.
Ooh, I kind of like that for some reason.
Well, sorry, Joanna. You didn't get a second date with Brandon, but it sounds like at this point you don't want one.
No, I don't want to go on another date. And obviously, coming on with you guys was a huge mistake.
I agree. For a lot of people, that's the case. And I got to tell you, Joanna, something about you is really turning me on right now. I don't know what it is.
You are so twisted, dude.
Oh, no, please. I've seen your picture. No, you couldn't handle me anyway.
That's true, and that's why I think I love you. There are all types of places that you can meet somebody to date. Online, apps on your phone,
right?
Or sometimes while you're out on a date with somebody else.
What?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I thought you were going to just say in person.
That's where Abby met the guy she wants to call today for a second date update. Apparently, she met him while she was out on a date with another dude. No. What's up, Abby?
Hey, how are you?
Well,
Pretty good.
Hello, man eater. My God.
I'm not. It sounds so much cooler than I am.
Well, that's what your email said. You said you met, what's the guy's name you want to call today?
His name is Connor.
Connor. It says you met Connor while you were out with another guy. How'd that work?
Okay, so I met this guy on Tinder, not Connor.
The other guy.
We went out on a date with this Tinder guy. Yeah. First red flag is he had me meet him at a bar that was like 30 minutes away from my place, and it was like super close to his. He wasn't like considerate at all with that.
Okay, and you felt like he was looking for a hookup, this Tinder guy.
A little bit, absolutely, yeah. Like, why would he want to go to a bar that was super close to his place?
Right.
Anyway, the entire date, he just talks about himself. Like, I probably said like 2 things about myself.
Okay, so he was kind of a D-bag.
Totally, and he was just so into himself, and like he would interrupt me constantly, and I couldn't even get a word in edgewise. And he was like super loud, incredibly rude, mean to the wait staff. Like he would like snap at them.
I guarantee there's people listening that are like, I've been on that date. That's so weird.
I'm sure. There's way too many men like that out there. Absolutely.
So the dude that you want to call today, Connor, how does he fit into this whole thing?
So in the middle of him talking, Tinder guy gets up, and he's like, man, I've got to go piss. I've got to go open the floodgates.
Oh, classy. It's good.
I'll be right back. I think it's a really, really classy move.
No one says that. Oh, anyways, Tinder guy goes to the bathroom, and there's this table next to me, and there's this really cute guy sitting there. And he leans over to me, and he was like, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I have to ask if that's a first date.
Oh, my God.
So people were actually eavesdropping on your date. That's how bad it was.
Well, he was so loud. I'm sure they could hear everything about him.
Oh, and I love going to restaurants and over-listening on people's Tinder dates. You can always tell when they're a train wreck.
It was so obvious. It was really embarrassing.
So you obviously said yes to this guy.
I did, and Connor was so sweet. He was like, you seem way too nice of a girl to be on a date with him. He seems like a total, like, douchebag. And he offers to pretend to be my brother, and he offers to like come in to the bar and like interrupt our date and say that it's like an emergency and he wants to take me away.
What? That's nice of him.
He offers to do that.
That is a modern day knight in shining armor right there.
Total knight in shining armor. Absolutely. I said, no, that's not necessary. And I was just like, why don't we just leave together, you and I, and go like somewhere else?
Whoa! Nice. So you were gonna skip that piece and
Screw
just
the game.
ditch him while he was in the bathroom.
It worked out in Connor's favor.
Yeah, he's like, whoa.
Yeah, Connor sounds like he was really surprised with me saying that, but like he agreed to do it.
Awesome.
Hey,
Nice.
well, you were still on a date. You probably wanted to go on a date with somebody at least and finish it all up.
Totally. Like, I shaved my legs. I, like, done my hair. I had to.
Yeah, don't waste your pretty. So where'd you guys go?
We literally went to a bar right down the street. Like, it was very possible that Tinder guy could have totally, like, seen us.
Sounds like he's so stupid he wouldn't even got it, though. Like, whoa, are you the chick I was just talking to?
You look just like her.
And I mean, I left without paying the tab or anything. Like, that was for him to deal with.
It sounds like he deserved that, though, guys.
So how was the time with Connor, the knight in shining armor, at the other bar? You obviously enjoyed that, or you wouldn't be wondering why he's not getting back to you.
I did. And the thing is we only hung out for like an hour, but he was so genuine and just so, like, cool. Like, you know when you, like, click with someone really, really well?
Yeah.
You know, you just laugh and, like, feel comfortable with him. Like, I felt like I'd known him for, like, a year. It was really weird.
So you didn't think that the conversation ended up all being about the Tinder guy or anything, right? You guys were able
Not
to...
at all.
Okay.
Like, we kind of joked about it in the beginning, but then it was like we were on a date. Like, he genuinely wanted to get to know me and vice versa. It was really refreshing.
Wow.
How long did you guys hang out together?
Only an hour. And then I asked if, you know, we could, like, hang out a bit later, but he said he had plans. So he gave me his number. But, like, in the back of my mind, I was thinking planned at 10 o'clock at night. You know, did he have, like, a girlfriend, or was there something going on? Like, I don't know. I don't know who I hang out with at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, maybe he had another date planned. He didn't expect a date to just happen while he was out
You guys both
earlier, you know?
I mean, yeah, I guess I didn't even think about that.
So you never established with him, like, you never asked specifically, are you single?
Well, no, I just kind of, like, assumed.
Right.
Like, I don't think a guy in a relationship would offer to do that.
You better
I don't know.
Well, they could. I mean, it's happened on many occasions. Yeah, why not? I mean, you could. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, I could actually see my husband doing it.
Shut up.
Yeah, and
Really?
like being kind of an idiot, thinking that he was just helping and not realizing that it was
flirting.
coming off as hitting on someone.
Yeah, but it really did seem like he was really into me and, like, flirting. Like, he was touching my arm and stuff. Like, I don't know where he would have thought that wouldn't come across as him being interested.
okay. And how many times have you tried to get a hold of him since you guys hung out?
I didn't want to, like, come off too crazy, so I've just texted him, like, a couple times, you know, ever since.
Okay, and
And
nothing.
he hasn't responded.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him and get your second date update and find out why he's not getting back to you, okay?
Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Abby is on the phone, and today she wants to call a guy named Connor. She met Connor in a pretty unconventional way. She was actually out on a date with another dude who sounds like a huge douche.
Yeah, totally.
I guess he was just like talking about himself the whole time and was loud and obnoxious and rude in the bar. And when he got up to go to the bathroom, Connor, the dude that we're about to call, leaned over to Abby and was like, "Hey, is this the first date? It sounds terrible. Do you want me to pretend to be your brother and come in and tell him that there's an emergency and you leave with me?" And she was like, "No, let's just leave now and go on a date." So they went right from there and hung out for about an hour. And she really liked Connor, but now he's not getting back to her. Abby, are you ready to call him?
I am. I just would be, like, really heartbroken if he did have a girlfriend, because he just seemed so genuine.
Yeah, but think of it this way. That's way better than him saying something awful about you.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
So I'm just saying you could be more heartbroken here in a second.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
look-
I want you to prepare for every angle.
Look forward to that.
Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah. No problem. We're always very supportive
Let you
when
know.
doing these second date updates. All right. I'm going to dial him right now, get him on the phone, and see if we can find out why he's not getting back to you, okay?
Oh, man. I'm really nervous. Here we go. Do it.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Connor, please?
This is Connor.
Connor, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, you said your name is Jubal?
Yes.
And what? Huh?
Yeah, now I'm
From
confused.
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
All right. And you're calling me why?
I'm calling you because we got an email about you from one of our listeners, and they asked us to give you a call.
I don't understand.
I'll explain it for you. So we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update, right? It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why you didn't call them back.
Okay. So what does it have to do with me? I don't get it.
Because you recently went on a date, sort of, with a girl named Abby.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about that. Is there anything else that I can help with?
Hang on one second. Like, Abby asked us to call you because she wants to know why you won't get back to her. She said she had a really fun time with you and thought you guys had a great connection and chemistry and everything else.
I
I really just don't want. Well, she was nice on all those things. We had a really fun time, and I thought it was going to be great. But I just don't want to talk about it.
Connor, hold on a second. Take a breath. The thing is, she really liked you, man. Like, we talked to her about your date. By the way, nice move, swooping in and rescuing her from a dirtbag.
Totally.
Well, she told you about all that?
Yeah. She told us about how you guys met. She told us about how you hung out for a while after, and she told us how she really liked you, and now you're not calling her back.
Dude, she sounds like a really nice girl, and even though you guys spent an hour together, she's invested into this.
God, this is so... I wish I could make it different. I really do, but I just can't. I just can't.
What do you mean you can't make it different? I mean, I feel like you can do whatever you want to do.
Are you really uncomfortable right now because you're actually in a relationship and you don't want your girlfriend to find out?
That's not it at all. That's not it at all. She was really nice. She was really sweet. It just wouldn't work out.
Hold on a second, Connor. If you're saying that she's nice, sweet, and you're available, don't you think you owe her an explanation in telling her why you're not getting back to her? I mean, did you just not like her?
No, I totally liked her, but I like the way my face looks more.
What?
You like the way your face looks more?
Oh, my God.
You want to date yourself?
What are you talking about, man? You're rambling right now, not making any sense.
Okay, all right. She obviously told you guys how we met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which again, nice move.
And we hung out afterwards. And after the date, I'm going home, and I'm walking up to my apartment, and I get confronted, attacked by douchebag.
What?
Who she was with at the first place.
What? Are you serious?
Wait, Tinder date douchebag?
Whatever the hell his name is, the knuckle dragging frat boy douche follows me home, telling me that I'm not allowed to talk to her, I'm not allowed to contact her. If she contacts me, all this stuff is going to happen to me.
Psycho!
Wow.
Dude.
I mean, he pushed me, and he was trying to get physical, but he was 10 times bigger than me, and I'm just oh man, I got to talk my way out of this. You know?
What did you say to him?
I just said, look, I just met her for the first time. She asked me to get her out of there. I didn't know what your relationship status was or anything. And he's swearing and cussing at me, and he's ready to blow a gasket. And he's that's my effing girlfriend, and you don't talk to her.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
That's crazy. So
That's so crazy.
Do you think that was actually her boyfriend?
I don't know. I met her for the first time. All I know is that this dude knew where I lived, followed me home, and I'm not going to mess with him.
Dude, that's not her boyfriend. That's some psycho Tinder guy. If it was her boyfriend, she wouldn't be contacting us to put all of her business out on the radio.
Oh, we don't know that for sure. We have had a lot of weird things happen. It could be her boyfriend of 7 years, and we had no idea. I know how we can find out, though.
Yeah, you can ask me.
Okay, good. Thank you, Abby.
Huh? What's going on?
Connor, that's Abby. She's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
She's on the phone?
Yeah. Why don't you talk to her and find out the information for yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, Connor, hi.
Is this dude your boyfriend or what?
No, he is absolutely not my boyfriend. Everything I told you is true.
Realistically, it doesn't really matter because this dude knows where I live, and he wants to kick my ass, and I don't want any part of that.
Connor, that is so cowardly. You're going to let this guy not date a girl that you're interested in because you're afraid of him?
What?
Abby, you saw this guy. He's huge.
I mean, I can't believe that you just called him cowardly. I'd be scared poopless, too.
But if you really like someone, it shouldn't matter.
Why are you so nonchalant? Why are you so nonchalant about your Tinder date being so crazy?
There are a lot of crazy douchebags out there, but I am more concerned about Connor. He was willing to, protect me when Tinder guy wasn't there, but when he is, he just, backs out. I don't understand.
Wow.
How am I the bad guy here? I almost got my ass beat.
Connor, I'm not saying you're a bad guy at all. I'm just saying if you're going to be a man, then be a man the entire time.
Ouch, Abby.
Yeah.
That hurt. That hurt me listening to it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how I'm being hurtful. I just need him to man up.
Man up? I mean, I met you and talked to you for an hour, and I just wasn't ready to get beat up for you.
Abby, it sounds like you're more interested in two guys fighting over you than you are in actually dating Connor.
No, I really, really, really like Connor. It's just confusing to me because he was my hero that night, and a hero doesn't back down to a bully like he's doing right now. I'm just so confused.
I didn't want to back down, but I did.
You know, that happens a lot. Sometimes you're confronted with something like, I don't want to back down from this, but you know what? I'm going to.
Bye.
Well, Connor, let me ask you this. Would you like to go out on a second date with Abby? We will pay for it. Maybe we can even hire a security guard to come along with you if you need it.
You should go, Connor.
You know, Abby, I really do like you. I mean, I am a little scared of this guy, but you make some excellent points. Maybe I need to stand up for myself a little bit.
Yeah, I think you should.
So is that a yes, Connor? Will you go out with her again?
Well, he probably can't take both of us, so yeah, let's give it a go.
All right.
Abby,
If he does, you're going to throw Abby in front of you. Yeah, for sure. Use her as a shield.
Abby does sound scrappy, I will say that.
Abby, do you want to go out with Connor again, even though he let you down in the manly department?
I would love to go out with Connor again.
Yay!
And Connor, I can really help you be tougher. Like, we can take a Taekwondo class together. Like,
Or, Abby, great idea. You guys go to a bar on your next date, and then you just mouth off to people left and right. I'm sure eventually somebody will want to punch Connor in the face.
Hello,
Hi, is Laura there?
this is Laura.
Laura, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Do you know why I'm calling you?
I have no idea why you're calling me or how you know who I am.
I'll explain. I'm calling you because we recently got an email from a listener who went out on a date with you.
Okay.
And you are not calling him back. And so he emailed us to ask you, why are you blowing him off, basically? His name is Thomas.
Thomas?
Yeah, you remember going on a date with Thomas?
Yeah, it was just last week.
Right.
Wait, he asked you to call me?
Yes. He said that he texted you once since your date. You said that you were really busy, and then he hasn't been able to get a hold of you. And at this point, he feels like you've blown him off, and he wants to know if he did something wrong.
That's what he said to you? I told him that I would call him back.
Right, but he said you never called him back. Is there a reason?
Yeah, there's a reason. Ever since I went on the date with him, like, my life's been pretty crazy.
Okay.
So you're just busy.
Yeah, I've been nonstop busy since the date. I haven't had time to call him back.
So you're not lying. You've been legitimately busy.
Yeah, my grandma's in the hospital. She was admitted to the hospital the day after our date. I've been in the hospital with her the entire week. My whole family has.
So Thomas probably jumped the gun then by emailing a radio show to call you.
Yeah, I don't understand why he wouldn't just wait for me to call him back.
Well, he was just nervous because he had such a great time with you. He thought you might just be like, trying to blow him off and not talk to him again. And so he was nervous, I guess, and emailed us a little too soon to call you. People do this on our show all the time. It's called a second date update. I don't know if you've heard it or not.
No, I mean, it's nice that he's that interested, but it's like, I don't understand why he had to get, like, somebody else involved. It
works. Hey, it works for a lot of people. So that's probably why. So you would actually go out with him again?
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought we were going to be going out again. It hasn't changed. I just have been busy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good news. But there is one other thing he wanted us to call you about.
Okay.
And that's the fact that he feels like you owe him money.
Oh no, dude.
Wait, what?
Oh, Jubal.
Hold on, wait. Can she hear me? Can she hear me?
Laura, can...
I owe him money? For what?
No. You don't owe me money. Can she hear me?
Yes, she can.
Thomas?
Yeah, but you don't owe me money. I didn't realize that your grandma...
No, Thomas.
You don't
What
owe
owe
me
you
money.
money for?
Nothing. You don't owe me money. I was concerned that you were blowing me off, but my God, I did not know. that
You were on the phone this whole time?
Yeah, I didn't know if you could hear me. I'm so sorry. I did not know that your grandma was in the hospital.
Yeah, Laura, that's how the second date updates work. We call with the other person on the line, and then they hear the reason why they're not getting a call back. Now Thomas knows that you actually wanted to go on a second date with him, and you have a legitimate excuse for not calling him back, but you do still owe the guy some money.
No, you don't. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that your grandmother was in the hospital. I'm so sorry.
It doesn't matter. what does that have anything to do with money?
It doesn't. I just told him that you, at the end of our, when I was going to pay, and you said that you get the second date. And I said, well, I want to go on a second date. And then they were like, oh, well, if it doesn't happen, then you should get your money back.
Okay, come on.
We didn't say that. You said you wanted your money back.
Be honest, Thomas.
Are you saying that you want me to pay for half of the date? Is that what you're saying?
I told him that, joking around, I said, if she doesn't go out with me again, I should just get
Thomas, come on.
No.
No, he was. Laura, Thomas told us when he was first talking to us, he told us about your date, said you had a great time, and was like, at this point, she hasn't called me back. And I don't care. I just want my money back because I shouldn't have had to spend so much on dinner if she's not going to call me back.
That's not. Whose side? You're supposed to help me get a second date, and you're not helping me do that.
I'm on the side of justice right now, and I still think you're owed some money.
I don't know why you guys are laughing. I don't think this is funny. Like, this is the rudest thing I've ever heard. So is it true or not?
It's not true. It really, I was worried that I wasn't going to get a second date with you, and so I had them call you.
Thomas!
I'm being serious. I really liked you, and I'm so sorry. I'm not a bad person. This is not indicative of my character. This is completely out of character, and they're the ones who are putting this in the realm of like wanting the money back. I don't care about the money.
Wow, Thomas!
Oh, Thomas, you didn't say that?
Sounds like there's a bunch of people that disagree with you.
Yeah, and they're doing it for ratings or whatever. I don't know why they're doing this.
You called us, Thomas!
It's awesome just to hear Thomas tread water right now.
Seriously.
Hey, Laura, I would love to ask you.
To be honest with you guys, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't really have time for this.
Well, all right, before you go, I know that you're busy. I appreciate you staying on the phone as long as you did. Would you go out on a second date with Thomas? We will pay for it. That way, neither of you have to worry about the money.
I'll pay for it. I don't care. I just want to go out with you.
Nope.
I'm serious.
Don't.
I'll pay for it, and then I'll call you after, Thomas, and get half my money back.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one.
No?
Oh, God.
Okay, so if you won't go out on a second date with him, can we get that money back?
No, you guys can yourself.
Ow! All right, well...
What the was that? It's supposed to be second date update, not blow my second date up.
You said
really up.
You said you wanted to get money.
No, I said I wanted to go on a date with her.
Oh, come on, dude.
And that was
when
the
we
main
first
thing that I wanted.
When we first talked to you, you said, I don't care if I get a second date. I want to get half my cash.
Blew it up. Just...
Thomas, it was clearly not going to happen. We were at least trying to get you a check in the mail.
I don't... Laura's right. You guys just go yourselves.
Oh, wow.
Hey, it's a second date update first. A double hang-up.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
The second date is over, and neither one of the parties is on the phone.
And we just lost 2 listeners.
Yeah. Success, I think.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. Well, actually, lots of texts in at 78592, all hating on me. I don't understand what the big deal is. I was just trying to help the guy out for the second date update. Thomas called us, wanted us to ask Laura to give him a refund on his date because he spent a bunch of money. She wasn't calling him back. He said, if she's not going to call me back for a date, then I'd at least like some of my money back for the almost $300 that I spent.
He was just being
and
bitter
it comes out that she was just not calling him back because she was busy, legitimately busy.
Yeah.
And then I happened to drop the fact that he wanted his money back, and then she got pissed and didn't want to date with him. At the end, both of us told us to F off and then hung up the phone on us. I may have thrown him under the rest of the spots to people like, Jubal, you broke bro code. Listen. There are certain times when it's okay to break bro code.
No.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Like when we're trying to get ratings and we're trying to be funny.
For entertainment purposes.
For entertainment purposes, it is okay to break bro code. And yes, I did it.
It's his
Also,
life,
let's
though.
not remember this guy is not a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
He said she should have put out because he paid for an expensive dinner in the first part. Do you not remember that?
He did not
And he
say
wanted his
that.
money back for the. Come on, Brooke.
Yes,
like
he did.
wanted his money back for the date. That's the first thing he did.
When you guys recorded it, I think that he was just bitter and angry because he wasn't getting a call
That's like
back.
the first time you ever would stand up for a guy like that.
wow.
No, if you would have been here and you would have said, I want my money back, you would have been like, you're a
No.
evil douchebag.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, look, all right, it's okay to break bro code.
It is.
In instances like that.
No.
Because I knew it would be funny.
I don't.
And it was funny. Lots of people at 78592 think it's funny. And Jose pointed out, hey, but that's his life that you're messing with.
Yeah,
right?
that's what
That
I'm
is his
saying.
life that I'm messing with, but also he's on our show, and that's my paycheck that I'm hopefully making bigger by messing with his life. So that's why I did it.
Hello?
Hi, is this Naomi?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Naomi, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What's going on?
Not much, just hanging out. What's going on with you? How you doing? What you up to today, girl?
No, I mean, like, why are you guys calling me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, I missed the point. Sorry. We got an email about you from one of our listeners. It's a dude who wants to do a second date update. You have any idea who might have emailed us?
I mean, I went on a date recently, but I don't know why he'd email a radio station.
What was his name?
Justin.
That's it. Justin emailed us because he said he really enjoyed going out with you, but now you're not getting back to him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's true.
So I guess there's a reason. It wasn't
Yeah.
just like, oh, I let him know that I ran out of time.
No, there's definitely a reason there.
Is it because he proposed to you on your first date? I mean, I'm just taking a wild guess.
Okay, awkward.
Yeah, right? Did you think that was funny? Because he said he meant it as a joke and you were laughing.
I mean, at first, but then the whole restaurant kind of started looking at us, and it was not comfortable.
Yeah. So you think it was just, I mean, was that the moment that ruined the vibe?
Before that, I honestly, I was having a good time with him, and he seemed like a funny kind of guy.
Okay, so the wedding proposal thing didn't completely kill it for you.
Well, it's kind of complicated.
Can you mind explaining so we can tell him?
Well, later that night, I went home, and I had this vivid dream. And
Was I wearing pants?
She doesn't even know who you are, Jubal.
Not about you.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Okay.
Wait,
I'm assuming again, sorry.
Get back to
No,
your dream. What was your dream about?
So Justin and I were actually getting married in my dream. And like it was really, really vivid. And you know, we went through the whole ceremony.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
then-
I could see how you would have a dream about that, like the night after it happened. Of course, it's gonna be top of mind.
Yeah. But then afterwards, it went straight to us in court getting divorced.
So you got
That's it.
married and divorced all in your dream.
Weird dream.
Yeah.
Quick dream.
So, I mean, when I woke up, it was really unsettling, and I felt kind of weird, and I didn't know how I really felt about it. But the more I thought about that, that's definitely a sign from the universe. Like, I should not go out with him again, right?
Wait,
So-
hold on. Whoa. You dreamt that you got married and divorced, and you think that that's why you shouldn't go out with him again?
Oh, definitely.
Wait, sorry, I'm going to hop in here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Naomi, that's Justin. He's actually been on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God. Wait, are you joking?
No, okay, look, I understand that this is a little extreme, maybe a little overkill to call, and
Oh, my God.
and I just need to go back to what you were saying. You had a dream that we got married and divorced, and so now you don't want to go on a date with me again?
I mean, Justin, first off, this is crazy that you contacted me through a radio station. So I think this is almost maybe another sign that we shouldn't pursue this. But
Well, then that might be the first sign. You're saying that the reason that you thought we shouldn't be together is because of a dream that you had. Like, I don't have a dream that I get fired and then not go to work the next day.
Well, Justin, I believe in signs. I believe that our dreams do tell us the truth about things. They reveal, you know, what is our path or not our path in many ways. And I definitely think that this is not the right path to take. It would end in divorce.
Naomi, I'm sorry to interject here real quick, but I just don't think, like, I've had dreams that my husband's cheated on me. And I mean, as far as I know,
Those are
he
true
hasn't.
ones, but
Yeah,
that's beside the point.
I didn't wake up in the morning and say, oh my God, we've got to get divorced because of what you did. Like, it's just your subconscious. It's not a sign from the universe.
Yeah, but it's not just a dream. I mean, we had the couple propose next to us. Then he did the fake proposal. Then in my dream, we get married. Then we get divorced. It's too much.
I think it's just a sign of an active imagination, and there's nothing wrong with that. But come on, Naomi.
Things don't look good for us in the future.
So you're convinced, Naomi, that you shouldn't date Justin because of this dream?
Yeah, I mean, we got married and we got divorced. That's as clear a sign as any in the universe that we should not be together.
I don't even know how you battle that, Justin.
Naomi, I'm sorry, but this sort of sounds crazy to me because it was a dream. It was one dream. You can't make all your decisions in life based on a dream. I mean, obviously you would dream about that we had the proposal thing happen that night, and so you would be dream. I mean, I think we even talked about divorce at dinner that night.
Justin, I don't think you get it. Like, I know plenty of people, for instance, my grandma, she had a dream where she got sick and she was sneezing, and then she got pneumonia.
Whoa, was it like the next day or like a year later?
No, it was like within a week.
Whoa.
Well, that probably means her body was already ill.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Naomi, you're starting to sell me on this whole dream thing.
No, you guys.
I dreamt I was a wizard in a Harry Potter book once, but I wasn't.
Are you sure about that? Yeah, maybe somebody cast a spell on you. Now you don't even know you can do wizardry.
Justin Dole.
Yeah, no, maybe it'll happen in the future.
Justin, you sound a little kind of angry at this point.
Well, I am angry because this is ridiculous. The bottom line is, Naomi, I like you. I had a lot of fun with you. I think we would continue to have fun together, and that bizarre freak incident is not going to happen every time we go out.
All right, with that being said, Naomi, would you like to go out with Justin on a second date? We will pay for it.
Ooh.
Yeah. You didn't dream that, did you?
Yeah. And Naomi, think about it. I feel like you have to give him another chance, just one more time, and if you have a similar dream, then call it quits.
You guys, I've got a bad feeling about it. I just don't want to tempt the universe with stuff like this because we'll end up regretting it. And I don't want that. Justin, you're a nice guy, and I wish you the best of luck.
Wow.
Man.
I really think you're making a mistake. I cannot fathom that this is actually happening. But if this is what you really want...
Justin, it's not what I want. It's what the universe is telling us is right.
No, it's what you dreamed. Come on.
Well,
and dreams are signs, Justin.
Either way, Justin, it doesn't sound like you're getting a second date. I'm sorry, man.
Well, thank you guys for trying.
Yeah, no problem. Naomi, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Before you go, could you do me one favor?
What is it?
Can you dream about me winning $1 million?